Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Trevor Myers.
And I'm Lynette McConkey. It's Monday, March 20th, 2023, the first day of spring. Chinese leader Xi Jinping set to meet with Russian leader Vladimir Putin today.
A one-on-one meeting will kick off Jinping's three-day visit to Russia. They plan to strengthen relations and discuss the war in Ukraine.
Former President Donald Trump expects to be arrested this week, and authorities prepare for possible protests.
We obviously don't want to see any activity grow violent.
If it happens, Trump would be the first president in U.S. history indicted for a crime.
A Spanish Fork High School student is killed and another student injured in a crash over the weekend. The accident happened in Juab County. Investigators say speed was a factor and the victims were not wearing seatbelts.
A Springville police officer is wounded in a shootout early Sunday morning. Police responded to reports of a man firing a gun in the area. The officer is expected to make a full recovery. The suspect was pronounced dead at the scene.
Dozens of elk are back in their natural habitat after moving to a country club golf course in January. The Utah Highway Patrol shut down parts of Interstate 80 at Parley's Canyon on Sunday. UHP says 80 to 120 elk were safely relocated.
A Utah County local is preparing to compete on a TV competition, American Ninja Warrior.
For Jonas Harmer, no task is too tall as he looks forward to competing for American Ninja Warrior here in a couple of weeks. Jonas says he was first introduced to the show when he would watch it at hotels during family vacations.
It's not something you think like, oh, I could be on the show.
But here he is giving the show a try for the third time. His first time was in 2020 for season 14 of the show.
Gotta use those long legs!
I did good. I made it to the fourth obstacle, but at the very end of balance, my foot hit the water.
Then a few weeks later, Jonas got a call to come back.
We're doing a couples edition, and so we brought Michaela out of retirement.
His wife, Michaela Skinner Harmer, is an Olympic gymnast who won the silver medal in the 2020 Olympics.
Oh, really good.
If she can do what she did, I can make it on the show.
Jonas says his biggest goal is to hit the buzzer at the top of an 18-foot tall warped wall.
One tall one, one regular one. If you do the tall one, you get an extra $10,000.
At a towering 6'7", Jonas would be the tallest ninja ever to hit the buzzer.
My name is the Tall Ninja, and I have a shirt that says "Too Tall" on it.
Too tall.
He says he wants people to take away from his story, go after your dreams no matter what.
Yeah, just say never count yourself out. You don't know what you're capable of.
Reporting in Lehigh for Universe Live, I'm Robin Morris Christensen.
Thanks, Robin.
BYU is home to many great museums showcasing dinosaurs, art, and different cultures. An often overlooked museum might be one of campus's hidden gems. Kalei Fink tells us more.
The Bean Museum is not only home to lots of amazing wildlife exhibits, it might also be the location of your next date.
The Mont El Bean Life Science Museum is a natural history museum that was built almost 45 years ago. For those many decades the museum welcomed guests, the Bean provides visitors with the opportunity to see specimens and species that they might not have been exposed to otherwise. For Bean Museum employee Kara Branchflower, she enjoys working somewhere she is passionate about.
Well, I started working here at the Bean Museum because I think museums are a great place to learn how to be passionate about something, especially memories coming here when I was a kid.
Like Kara, some families and individuals relate to how the Bean has been a center of childhood memories.
My family growing up, we would always visit BYU every summer, and it was always 100% necessary to make a stop at the Bean Museum.
Some students might pass over the museum walking to class, not thinking much of it. But the Bean hosts lots of great events for education, friendship, and even some romance. The Bean hosts game nights, trivia nights, and date nights within the museum. Recently, the Bean also participated in the Night at the Museums, where BYU's 5 museums joined forces to celebrate the education and research that each museum promotes. The Bean also hosted a mutualism date night, which provided dinners for those who registered for the event. Students enjoyed the date at a discounted price.
Honestly, I would say it's a pretty good first date activity. Maybe not first date activity, maybe second or third date activity.
The Bean is home to many amazing creatures and activities. This museum is for all to enjoy, whether you're just visiting or have been hundreds of times.
I think it's fun just because there's lots to do. Obviously, there's lots of cool animals to see and look at, but it's also a great place to just have good conversations with people.
The Bean is hosting another game night this upcoming Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. Registration is required, so you can sign up at lsm.byu.edu.
Thanks, Calais.
BYU women's basketball was hoping to keep their season alive against Rice on Friday in the opening round of the NIT, but those hopes were crushed in a heartbreaking 71-67 loss. Like Tommy Lee Jones and the Fugitive, it felt like BYU was always one step behind Rice after the Owls jumped out to an early 10-0 lead. Junior forward and double-double queen Lauren Gustin led the Cougars in scoring with 20 points while also hauling in 20 boards, marking her 27th double-double of the season. Gustin finished the year just 12 rebounds shy of the NCAA single-season rebound record. BYU ended up with a 16-17 record in Coach Whiting's first year at the helm, but the ladies look to have a promising future ahead. BYU softball was able to play their first 2 home games of the year on Saturday as they took on Idaho State in Provo after canceling a Midwest road trip. But that didn't matter as Hunter Ava shined bright like a diamond in 2 dominating Mercy Rule victories. In their first matchup of the doubleheader, the Cougs won 10-1 thanks to an excellent pitching day from Chloe Temples, who threw 7 strikeouts and only drew 2 hits from the Bengals. Meanwhile, Hunter Ava had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and an absolute bomb of a home run out to center field. In the second game, Ava truly became a Bengal whisperer, as she knew everything that Idaho State was pitching her, ending that game with 2 more hits, 5 RBIs, and another home run. You can catch Ava, a.k.a. the Bengal Queen and Company, taking on Boise State tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain at Gail Miller Park or on the BYU TV app. The BYU basketball program strives for success both on the court and in the classroom. This past season, Emma Calvert and Fuseni Traore were both named to the CSC Academic All-District team. The award is given to athletes who start for their teams and maintain 3.5 or higher grade point average. Travis Hodson spoke with both players about what it means to receive the award.
Fuseni Traore and Emma Calvert both received academic honors this season for their success on the court and in the classroom.
That was actually super cool, like for sure it's been hard, like it's a lot of homework, but I'm just super grateful, like especially my tutor, they've been helping me a lot, like through this stuff,
BYU men's basketball forward Fuseni Traore credits his parents teaching him the value of hard work as his reason for academic success.
For sure, like it's been rough, but like I feel like my parents always tell me, hard work always pay, like whenever like you focus on something, you get it done. Whenever I have something to do, homework is always my priority, like get it done, and after thinking about what you're gonna do with the rest,
On the BYU women's basketball side, forward Emma Calvert found out she won the award via text.
I actually didn't even know about it until my dad screenshotted the post and sent it to me. So that's kind of funny.
Calvert did whatever it took to keep her grades up even when she didn't have a desk to do homework on.
It's hard doing homework on the road, in hotel rooms, on the bus. Like, it's crazy, but just gotta find a way to do it.
Life as a student athlete is never easy, but athletes at BYU make it work every day. For Universe Live Sports, I'm Travis Hodson.
Thanks, Travis. With basketball season now over, Fuseni and Emma look forward to being able to focus on their school for the next few months.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live.
Have a great day.